So the workshop we did was hugely successful from different aspects. So first of all, just getting the team together in a really almost informal environment where we could share some ideas, but also having the experience of the facilitators with us to guide us through as well. I think we gained a lot of knowledge within the workshop, but we also gained a lot of ideas which we were able to share amongst ourselves and with the facilitators during the day. And it was really productive. So surprisingly, by the end of the workshop, we'd actually created some ideas of formative assessments that we could integrate into our programme and integrate quite early on into the programme. So we didn't have to wait for the next academic year. We could integrate it fairly early on into this academic year and try some of those before we rolled them out into maybe bigger cohorts or across multiple units. And having the facilitators there with us while we were talking about those ideas and in almost formally working on those assessments enabled us to then gain obviously greater knowledge and really bounce ideas off of the facilitators as well as each other. So one of the ideas that came out from the curriculum workshop was the two-stage exam, which was completely new to us all within the programme team. And at the time it seemed like such a good, easy formative assessment to roll out this academic year. And so we trialled it with one cohort of students. It was actually our first year cohort of students, and it worked incredibly well, not just from a formative assessment point of view, but also enabled students to learn about the different types of assessment they might have in their summative assessments. So really helped with sort of scaffolding, which we were having not difficulty with, but it was something we didn't really do within our programme very well. The unit lead executed that two-stage exam towards the end of this academic year before the summative assessment and asked students to feed back on their experience, and every single student fed back such positive and exciting feedback. We had some really lovely comments which we've gone on to share with the facilitators from the workshop, but also other staff within the vet school as a whole and each other within the programme team. So that was just one of the things that we've done this academic year. We've got lots planned for next academic year, including rolling some more of those two-stage exams out, given that we've had such great feedback. I think having time together as a programme team is often quite rare for programmes, and to be able to have everybody there in that environment with protected time with two very experienced facilitators was really important for us. The workshop was fairly relaxed, which I think really helped with the programme team. We felt that we were able to ask questions. You know, you could often appear quite vulnerable if you're not quite sure what some of the aspects of the workshop might be. Maybe we were asking questions about formative assessment and what true formative assessment was. And we were then able to really bounce ideas off of each other. The facilitators said were really experienced, were able to give some really good working examples and use their own experience and experience of others to show how those formative assessments had worked. And that was really sort of inspirational. I think by the end of the workshop, not only were we really productive, but the team was really ignited. They were really fired up. They were really raring to go. I really wanted to try these. So rather than sort of coming out thinking I've got a whole heap of actions to do after the workshop, they wanted to get started, have got started, and are really keen to obviously roll the others out into next academic year. I think what was really surprising is how much we actually learnt and how much we took away from the event. As a programme team, we were all fairly experienced with assessments and thought we knew what a true formative assessment was, despite the fact we didn't have many formative assessments running throughout our programme. And I think what was surprising is that not only did we learn more about formative assessments, but actually really innovative assessment design that we could integrate into our programme with some really clear working examples. And I think just generally the productivity from the meeting, we actually achieved more in that meeting than what we thought we would ever achieve.